Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back. So I know I said I should go do a coding video, but I decided instead I wanted to do another one of these and maybe even a Fortnite one. And I think I might save the coding until like the weekend when I'm a little more up for it. Because I mean, I want to do like really good videos for those. Like educational videos. I don't want to seem all tired or out of it or whatever. It's like, you know, because yeah, worked all day. What is this? Where did you come from? Oh, and also, know how last episode I thought that person had changed? Oops. Oh, jeez. I just demolished the side there. Um, the villager in the boat was wearing a white shirt, was not a farmer. Oh, hello, you. But real quick, look. Now they are. Now they are wearing a brown coat and they're a farmer. So they do change clothes. Now that could happen for a couple of reasons. My guess is because it can't path to the job block that it actually. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Did you have more? No. Because, I mean, I guess I do want to have all the dyes, but a lot of the dyes I can get from flowers. And as long as it's a big flower, you can use bone meal to generate as many of the flowers as you want. Whereas with those little flowers, like I got in front of the house there, I don't believe you can use bone meal on them, but I could be wrong. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to do an episode where we'll talk about coding and kind of get um, kind of a general idea about what coding's all about, how to do it, and then we can even go through some basics of Python, Java, and C++. So, I mean, because the main things, and I'm trying to think from memory, the playground, the tutorial, the guide, which the link is in the description. And I'm going to add it to all these videos too, I think, as soon as I get a chance. As of right now, so if you're watching these like as they come out or pretty close, um, the playlist description, Oasis Season 3, has both the tutorials. Now, yeah, I'm definitely happy with the Python tutorial because it was, again, super easy to set up the interpreter. I haven't used YAML a lot, which I think that's the file type. I don't even know for sure. Like, and it's tech.io, and it's an online, it's like development environment that runs the code, tests it, and all that, or compiles it and tests it. Um, and I have a Java and a Python one. Now the Java one, like I said in the last episode, I don't actually know how to compile Java. Like that is a mystery to me, and so I think it's something like Javac, like Java compile, the Java C. But because I've seen stuff, just writing code. And granted, I was a software developer for about a year, and I worked with Visual Basic, and I didn't even write any code. I fixed some code. I think I did actually add a tiny bit of code, not much. Most of my job was reviewing code that was written by people in China. So, and I actually got to hang out with one of the Chinese developers. We had a great time. We drank a bunch of Corona. We rode around on machines in a warehouse, probably faster than we should have. But don't tell my old boss that. I'm just kidding. No, he was a great guy, and although he showed me some startling pictures of just the air pollution in China, like, he said this was this many years ago, and honestly I forget how much. Again, we were drinking, but and I could tell he was a lightweight too. I got like a 12 pack, or no, I think I got like a 24 pack of Corona, and he had like two. It's okay, I had the rest. So, anyways, some people's eyes just pop out of the head. What? In one night, or how many nights? Yeah, it was just one night. I didn't drink all of it. I'm just kidding. Um, let's see if we have some more. Let's see. I royally messed this up. Let's go ahead and do pumpkins for the rest of it, I guess. Because we still want kind of like a blend of melons. You need more watermelon than you need pumpkins. So, and now what I'm going to have to do, see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's good. I can just do this one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So, I think that's all I have to do, actually. just fill this in with dirt, and then take the slabs from there and then put them on there. So anyways, let's get back to coding. So how you would be using the videos that I've already done and the videos that I will be doing. So you'll make an account at Code Wars, you'll make an account at Coding Game, and well, you'll follow me, A-Rye, on the Coding Game. But also, let's see. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just to be sure. All right, so I'll be able to take both of these rows. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I can do this, and then actually, I probably should have been down here to begin with, because now I got to run back and collect those. But anyways, so yeah, make an account at Code Wars and Coding Game, and then you need to get to a blue Caillou, or like a rank 3 or 4. Ideally, it'd be a 3. I think I'm only a 4. But then again, I wasn't really going for a lot of... Oh, that's right. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Just see how much it like spreads out. That's kind of cool, actually. Oh, I guess it's not all of it. That's right. I was able to block off about 50 some, 53, 55, something like that. Anyway, so Code Wars, and so you'll start off with a bunch of white challenges. They rank 7 and 8, and they're the really easy ones, which, I mean, honestly, some of them are still pretty hard. Like, I mean, they're mostly easy. And again, I'm only a beginner to middle level developer anyway. I only have 1 year of actual experience as a developer, like 3 years of IT, 2 years of wind turbine, like, production. So, yeah, still pretty novice, but, I mean, I think I am pretty close to, like, being able to justify some kind of study or master's area focus of the psychological and behavioral aspect of cybersecurity with a sub-focus of distributed social engineering, positive social engineering, by the way. And then preventative blue team concepts such as, yeah, then I keep going off on that tangent, but it's important. It really is. And if you're going to protect against people, you got to understand people. And then that's where you get in. If you get in too far into like, well, not too far. There is no too far. Um, Okay, never mind. I take that back. There is a too far of preventative. But, ooh, also, what if we had trap doors? It looks cool. Anyways, we'll just keep going for now. I mean, because trap doors, even as I think of it, we could only do that as a luxury. Maybe, ooh, maybe the bottoms? Okay, actually, yeah, I do want to test that. Because then it might actually be worth it. No, that would be so frustrating because the end project will be awesome. But, 'cause I accidentally made a bunch of these. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Are they in this one? Yes. And this one. So, but if I put them on the bottom, so I'm going to need to put like a block to the side of it. Let's see. Or even just like, let's see, and then, hmm. Because if I did it this way, oh, oh no, I can't. Okay, I mean I can, and this is how. Yeah, that looks good. It's going to take a while, but it'll be worth it. Because this way you get more headroom. It looks fancy. It matches the rest of the wood accent of the structure. I mean, the marble looking white stone is still pretty cool, but this, yeah. So anyways, yeah, and that, I know it sounds hippy dippy and kind of hokey, but it really is a thing. Preventative blue team. I mean, now you're doing preventative blue team on the other side by doing employee training, trying to educate everybody into what common cyber attacks look like, um, stuff like that, what to look out for, you know, spam, phishing emails, all that. Let's see, we do have this. Okay. Oh, right, I was going to say, wait a minute, we're not trying to cover up this one. Yeah, that's right, that makes sense. There it is. minus that one that I got to break. So, but yeah, and cybersecurity in general, if you're trying to study that, definitely like the boot camp I did, it was 10 grand, but it was worth it. I mean, it definitely, I feel like it sealed the deal with my current job, and it provides me training to where if this job didn't work out, I could go be a security engineer somewhere, or a security specialist, or work in a SOC center, security operations center. Wait, how come? I thought I had a stack of 40 and a stack of 64. Maybe I didn't actually get that stack of 64. And it was 49, I believe, with a few misplaced ones. Although this is really, I mean, there's one up top that I need to collect, but that's only two. This one, I need to put, and we can put that. And now, we gotta see if this actually holds water, which it should, until you open it. And so that's gonna add a kind of an element of, you know, of what, dry as a bone and very awkward looking, but I like it. Okay, oh, that could be a bumper sticker. Alright. So, but anyways, as far as coding goes, then once you get into Code Wars, I'm trying to think of some of the challenges. One of them that was actually a blue, I think it was a level 4. Um, it was really hard, but then in hindsight, it was like a face palm once I figured it out. But basically, it was text formatting. So it was a time converter that it would give you the amount of seconds, and just kind of like how Linux time does too. It's like the amount of seconds since the creation of Linux. It's like some obscenely large number. Um, or maybe it's minutes. I can't remember since Linux was created. But anyways, the point is it gives you a lump sum of just seconds, and you're supposed to convert it to minutes, hours, days, years, or no, days, weeks, months, years. I think it even broke it down like every unit, and you were supposed to format, or maybe not weeks, but anyways, definitely months and years, and you would have to format it. Now the output had to match. If it was more than one, you had to make it plural, so you had to add an S to the end, and however you did that, you could either append an S or make the variable, the string variable equal the plural version of it or the singular version of it. So if it's like, for greater than one, do this. For one, do this. And then else not do, or I guess just, no, just omit that because you're not printing something out. And yeah, and so the trick is to put them all in a loop and then do your if statement, be like if more than one, then make it plural. If not, oh, what is going on here? How am I gonna do this? Oops. Actually, I think I know how. All right, let's check it out. So there we go. As long as I can, there you go, and there we are. Perfect. So I like it. I think I'm gonna make the others like that. Really, I've only got the two right now, and actually, I might even leave this one like it eventually, maybe because yeah, that's so much nicer. I mean, yeah, it's dripping, but so I think all of it. Or no, because this is the only water. So, anyways, most of the challenges are doing something like that. Or I guess it's it. So first, sorry, to describe that, you would have to take the big number, divide it by 365 for days. Or no, no. First, you divide it into minutes, and then keep the remainder. Then hour, and that's your seconds. And then you divide out the rest into hours. Oh, I know. How does that even work? Shoot, wow, now I'm feeling bad. Let's think about that. So, if you got a bunch of seconds, then you find out how many minutes that is. Then you find out how many hours that is. Then you find out how many days that is. Then you find out how many months that is. And then you find out. Or I don't think it was months because months aren't uniform. So I think it was days, years. Or if it did, it said, like, imagine a month is just 30 days or something like that. But even if it was just seconds, minutes, hours, days, years, you would have to have, yeah, you have to break it down all the way down into days, and then you'd have to divide that by 365 to find out how many years. And then once you have the years and you have the remainder of days, then the remainder of hours, the remainder of minutes, and the remainder of seconds. So, and then say it was like, yeah, so then you'd put all of those values into well, what's called a list in Python. In a Java, it's an array, or an array list. You can do an array list, but hmm, wait, what is it in Python? It's a list, right? But it's weird because thinking of an array list is it's a mutable array, which means it can change or mutate or whatever. And that's what I remember in Java, just like having the big distinction of you can have an array, but it's of a fixed size, and you have to declare the size because you have to tell the computer what to allocate it to. Or you can do an array list, which varies in size. It has a dynamic size that adjusts as you need it or as it fills. And even that, I think you can constrict how much it or how often it'll. Because what it does is it runs a program or it runs some code that will double the size of it and transfer. It'll create a new array, twice the size of the current array, and then populate or copy over all the values from the first array to the now twice as big array, and then it'll delete the old array. And that's how an array list works. And I think it's double the size, but it could be like at once it's 75% full, double the size and move the data, and then delete the other one. So yeah, it's all of those steps, and then yeah, Python, it's just a list, just like, all right. But it's funny, I'm just now realizing that that's the same word, like between Java, an array list and a list, just because it comes as the second word in the first one, and it's the only word in the, yeah. So anyways, and then watch, it's called something completely different. I wanted to say dictionary, which is close, but not quite. A dictionary is a key value pair, a list of key value pairs, or tuples, and tuples are two value variables, and they're usually like left parenthesis the number, and then comma, then another number, then right parenthesis or close parenthesis. So think coordinates. Like if you're doing the coordinate system plane, and I want to say we did that in algebra 2 in high school. Like first you had algebra, which is just like, y equals 2 plus x or 2 plus x equals y. Wait, no. No, I think it would just be like 5 equals 3 plus x. There you go. The basic algebra is just having x. You don't have y yet. And then you're also kind of start getting into like graphs with lines. And then you get into y equals mx plus b. But that's actually even more complex. Just basic algebra is like finding one variable. That's it. You're finding x. So 3 plus x equals 5. So then you subtract 3 from both sides to balance the equation on each side of the equal sign. And then boom, you got 2 equals x. And then from there you build on it, and then you start doing the double variables, and that's how you get into graphing lines, y equals mx plus b. Anyways, the whole point of that is the coordinates are laid out like x comma y. So it's either, oh wait, I mean it is xy, so run over rise. It's rise over run for fresh. Anyways, it's been a long time, and every time I get a coding problem like that, I almost have to look it up on, just do a quick Google search, refresh your memory of that, because nobody can remember every last thing. It's just not possible. You shouldn't try it. So let's get some more wood too, because if we're gonna do that, we're gonna need a lot of wood. I mean, I started using all these trapdoors like this, but I like it. It's kind of like a little mini wall. But and then C++ goes even crazier. Now they've got, it's also arrays, and you can only have arrays of the same data type unless you're doing JavaScript, and then you can just do whatever. You just get an array of whatever type of variables, and then you can also, and I think Python's the same, you can do like a list of mix in floats, ints, well, I guess it'd be ints, um, chars, strings, I don't know. But what is a char but a string of one size, of size 1? Uh, huh. Thinking about all that. Huh. Alright, let's get rid of some of this stuff. I don't even know. And then, haha, I was right. That's gonna be a lot of mess. Huh. Oh, oh no. Ah. What is that? Spruce wood. Oh, okay. They're judging me now. Just kidding. No, it's the same exact like we've been doing this whole time. And now, huh? It takes up so much. Oh, I saw that number go down. I think I can use the spruce wood. Um, yeah, it does. I mean, I did lose some because it compressed four of those down to that. Actually, how do you make spruce wood? Let's actually look at that. Was that still in here? Huh. We're gonna take a look at this. Yeah, it was over in nature, and it took four of those to make three of those. So yes, you do lose one, and I guess that makes sense. So you're taking the bark off of the four sides, or even just two of the sides, and putting it on the top and bottom of that. Oh well. I don't even know what the point of that is, to make like corner pieces, like, so for here, I could make that last one an actual, ooh, maybe that's a good idea. Also, I feel like I should extend out the back too. It should be more pointy. Let's do that. Wait, actually, yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's just two sticking out. Thread the needle. Yes. I know, I could have switched to my shovel, but by the time we did. Alright, so I got it. Nice. Now do I have them on the front? I do not. I don't know if I even needed to build that structure. Oh, I guess I got more leeway here. Alright, and let's see how that looks. Hmm. Alright, now we have a ton of trapdoors. We can go ahead and... Ooh! Here's a test. Oh wait, yeah, we already did it. Never mind. It does hold water. Um... Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, this last one we can do. Oh, let's actually get another water, because I know I'm going to get up there and then I'm going to forget. Although I do have the other water right there, so I guess that doesn't matter. But anyways. Alright, so let's see. And then Sudoku problem solver, we could talk about that one too. So, or solution checker. I mean, because there is another one, Sudoku, where you could actually play Sudoku, and that would be like a recursive, like, try every position until... And you could probably even make it smarter, and we should do that eventually too. But for now, let's just talk about the Sudoku solution checker. And you do that by, so first you got to check if every row and every column has the numbers 1 through 9. So the rules of Sudoku are you can have no two of the same number in each row, each column, or each mini square. And so think about it like a tic-tac-toe board, and then in each spot where you would put an X or an O, you put a subgrid of 9 numbers in a mini tic-tac-toe. So it's like a tic-tac-toe, and then you draw a tic-tac-toe in each of the 9 spots. So you have, what, 81 numbers, and so you have 9 ones, 9 twos, 9 threes, 9 fours, and so on until 9s. Total. And yeah, so first, and you're passed as input just a giant list of all the numbers. I think just like one giant list. So first you have to build the first row. So you pull in the first 9 numbers, and you save that as row 1, and then you do that for the next 8 rows. And then you check to see number of 1 equals 1, number of 2 equals 1, number of 3 equals no 1. And if any of those fail, then you return a false. That it is not a valid solution. And that's quick. I mean, as soon as it's wrong, it kicks out of the program and it doesn't go through computing the rest of it. Now, this is where it gets tricky, trying to build each column out of that. So, you got to build a loop that loops through each of the rows that you just saved. And so the first iteration of the loop, you're getting all of the values at position index 0, which is the very first one because it's zero-based indexes. So you'll say, so you'll do like a for loop, like for, um, actually, hold on. We're doing it in Python. If you're doing Java, it would be a slightly different way, but Python makes it pretty easy, and I get pretty sloppy with Python. So, you would make a list of lists. So you would add all of those rows. You would save it like row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, all the way through row 9. And then you would add all of those rows to a list, and then you would be able to do for row in lists. You could even name it rows or D's rows. Um, And anyway, so then you would store all 9 rows in a list, and then, and sorry, and to do that, let's explain everything explicitly. So, um, as you're cycling through, so you could have a counter for num in input, and then that'll read through every single numerical value. Um, you could also check if it's not 1 through 9. So if it's less than 1 or greater than 9, then you would know. Oh wait, did I just mess up again? I just messed up again. Some people are sitting there watching like, what are you doing? We even counted it out. It's the very end one, remember? So, yeah. Well, let's do it again. And that's fine. You got to be comfortable being able to, make mistakes and have to redo things. Because even back in the day, ugh, things used to be so much harder. Like even typewriters. Like imagine how hard it is to keyboard type now. And everybody should learn. I actually need to teach my kids how, but they're still learning words, vocabulary, all that. Like, I don't think I learned how to type until 7th grade, maybe 6th grade. Definitely middle school. And we, it's actually kind of messed up. We put our hands in a pair of boxers that was wrapped around the keyboard, which actually makes a lot of sense. Like that is the probably the easiest way to do something like that. Um, and then of course, and he assured us, he's like, yes, these are fresh boxers. No, they're not my boxers. Like, I'm your teacher. Blah blah blah. And and of course everybody giggled, but it worked. I mean, and that's important. Like you need to not look at your hands. So I mean, for whatever it is, yeah, fine. Um, he spoke pretty weird too. Sorry, not to try to be mean or anything, but I just remember we kids gave him a hard time. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, I messed up twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. No, these need to go back. The other one needs to be disappeared. Anyways, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. It's gonna look really cool when it's done, like all these fancy ones, and we're gonna break the other one too. That's what's cool about Minecraft. Like real life, if you built something like this and then you notice, like, oh, it was 1 unit off, then yeah. So, and I actually used to build houses, but we would study the blueprints, and even, we wouldn't even really do anything. The blueprint reading came from whoever was supervising us, and he messed up a couple times too, I remember, but not a lot. Like, and he was only a year younger than me, but hardworking. Like, he would do the roofing after we were done, so he would work a full day building it, and then he would work more at the end of the night to roof it, and he would get paid like almost double. And he had a nice house, like full family. Like, yeah, he was doing good, but he earned it. Um, God, this is so, and it's all on camera too. We just completely built something, and I wonder how many people are like, "Wait, what? That doesn't add up," or how many of you are just like, "Oh, crud, that really happened. Oh, snap." So, measure twice, cut once. Oh, and then 5S. That's an important thing. I learned that when I was building wind turbines. It was a Denmark, I think, is where this company is from. But anyways, they would talk about this 5S stuff. So sort something something something. Anyways, I don't remember, but the basic gist of it was is when you didn't have anything to do, like when you're in between processes, and there were times like that when there was a crane operation going, a crane movement, you weren't building, you were taking a break and you were watching them lift the piece off of the mold. So let's see, wait, just to double check. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did indeed mess that up. Yeah. Oops. And you need to put it 2 away, then you can do this. All right. Oops. Yeah, we got 10 seconds. We'll refill this water and then, because I just like delete these off instead. And if I was trying to save them to a USB, I would have to make sure that I'd stop like before 30 minutes. But you know, you get some bonus time with A-Rye, some bonus goof time. All right, almost, almost. And watch, I'll go back and do the other one. So try to do it quickly. Actually, because I was even thinking about doing like a Fortnite, you know, getting some action going. They got all this all new heist stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch over to that. All right, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. And oh yes, ta-ta everyone. See you then.